Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on European Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message that I received. The translation of that message, it reads like this. Hello, Brother Nashi, how are you? Can you please post my own story as hidden identity? My story, it goes on like this. My name is Brighton, and that is not his real name, and I need to get something off my chest. I do run a small business in Harare, but things have not always been successful as they are right now. What I am about to share with you, it is something that I have been hiding in my heart for a very long time, something that has been haunting me each and every time when I look at my growing bank account and all the businesses that I have right now. I know that this is what I did, and I know that this is what the pastor made me to do. So I don't know if I am supposed to tell my relatives or if I am not supposed to tell my relatives. It was in mid 2021. That was when my business was on the verge of collapse, and I was desperate. I tried everything, Brother Nashi. I tried to go around doing some new investments. I tried praying because I come from a very strong Christian background. So whenever I would be facing any challenge that I'll be facing in my life, then my parents would always say that you need to pray. If you pray, everything is going to work out. But it seemed as if nothing was working at all. I was drowning in debt, and it felt like the walls were closing in on me. One afternoon, I met with this other friend of mine. We had worked together. So this man, he had become very wealthy in a very short period of time. His transformation was unbelievable, and I was curious. I asked him how he had managed to do it. He told me that he had met a very powerful pastor in Harare who had some ways of helping people, but all that was needed was if I was going to be able to raise enough money. This money that I was going to raise, it will be for a one-on-one. So I struggled, even though this man, he was now sort of like a wealthy businessman, but he said that the money that you are going to get out of this man, it is more than that I am going to give you. So for you to show God that you are serious, what you need to do is that you have to raise enough money. Try to raise money so that you can go and have a one-on-one with the man of God. I worked, Brother Nashi, and I ended up selling even my own phone that I was using at that time so that I can manage to go and have a one-on-one with the pastor. A week later, I met the pastor, and then he told me that I was supposed to raise enough money so that I can go with him to a hotel. We were supposed to go for a prayer at a hotel, at this other high-end hotel in Harare, and I had to buy an expensive suit for him. So Brother Nashi, I went back to my friend, and my friend then said that now I am going to assist you. And then he gave me money, and we went to this other expensive shop where they sell very beautiful suits. So he told me to choose the suit that I wanted to give to the pastor, as well as the suit that I also wanted to wear on that evening. So I then bought the suits. He was the one who paid for everything. Then after that, we returned back to the church, and we left the suits with the church secretary because they were supposed to be prayed for. And after that, then I went and I collected my own suit. I was well dressed, and then we went and we had a small lunch. Then we went to this other room where he said that he was going to pray for me. I did not even understand why we were at this hotel in the first place. When we were in the hotel room, that was when I was told by the pastor that he was going to give me some meat, and this meat I was supposed to eat this meat whilst he was praying for me. So Brother Nashi, he gave me this meat that he gave to me. It was if it was like beef And when I was eating that meat, then I started to feel really strange. And after that, he then started praying for me, and he told me that I was now blessed. When we walked out of the hotel, whilst I was walking, Brother Nashi, to go and catch a taxi, since I did not have a car at that time, that was when I was stopped by this other man who told me that he wanted me to give him some directions. So I then got into his car. After I had gotten into his car, then he started driving with me whilst we were having a discussion. At that time, Brother Nashi, I did not even know that the pastor had given me human meat, and this human meat that he had given to me, it was going to make anyone that I'll be speaking with, like having a business discussion, that person just will be willing to assist me in whatever way that they could assist me. So whilst we were talking, this man, he then asked me if I had any business that I had in mind. Then I told him the type of a business that I wanted to do. At that time, I was thinking that if I was going to start a car sales, maybe I was going to make enough money. The man then jumped into the idea, and he also said that he had some money that he wanted to invest, and he trusted me enough that we could start this joint business venture together. That was the first time that I started making money. From there on, Brother Nashi, money started flowing in, and money was like flowing in like each and every day. But the problem that I am facing right now, Brother Nashi, is that my wife, as for my wife, she does not know that when I went to have a one-on-one meeting with the pastor, this is what I ended up doing. The pastor made me to eat human meat, and it does not end there. Like each and every night when I go to bed, I always have these strange dreams, and in my dreams I'll be in a land, a different land, but it will be a barren land. Then I will see that almost in the middle of a desert, I will see that there will be some men that will be gathered, and in the middle of that circle, there will be a big pot. So I will say that let me go to where those men are so that they can assist me, because in my dreams I'll be starving. When the moment that I get to the place where this man will be, then I'll see the pastor. The pastor will then say, my child, you are here. You can come, feel free, take whatever that you want. Then he will start to give me the meat so that I can also eat from that big pot. And when I start to eat the meat, it will be like the most wonderful meat that I would have ever tasted in my entire life. The moment that I would have finished eating the piece of meat that he would have given to me, that is when I will see that his face will start to change. First, his eyes, they would look like they are demonic eyes, and he will keep on looking at me. And when I try to run, everyone, even the pastor, they will all start to laugh at me, because I will be unable to run because of the human meat that they would have given me. When I wake up in the morning, what I notice is that I'll be burping, and the smell that will be coming out of my mouth, it will just be too much. So this is my story, Brother Nashi. I can't even share this story with anyone, even some of my closest friends. I am scared to tell them that this is what the pastor made me to do, to eat human meat. Yo, dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear brother. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world. Just imagine eating human meat. The pastor, you will never even suspect that a pastor can make you to eat human meat.